Well, you?
Well, I'm here. Kind of a little bit, like looking forward to tomorrow. I can't imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow evening when we all gather here
I've,
to say, oh, it has happened. You know what I mean? And I will actually
I've
drag on and
already,
say. But yeah, I'm optimistic.
I've,
Apart from that,
I've
just same mode.
I've already, I've already bought my popcorn, and
Have you?
I'm really, yeah. So I'm just waiting. But I think well, my analysis of the whole thing is,
Yes, sir.
um, um, Tinubu does not want to release. He's not in his original plans to release
Mazi.
Nnamdi Kanu.
Hmm.
But he's going to make this move because he's still desperate for legitimacy.
That's right.
That is what he does. That is what I see him doing. And tomorrow I don't see them saying Nnamdi Kanu just go home. What they may do is they are likely to move him to a lesser security facility, and in a few days or maybe before Christmas or before the New Year, we'll just hear the news that he's home. I
Hmm.
think that is what we're going to do.
Like they just make it
Tomorrow,
a small thing that Supreme Court may meet tomorrow and say we are
it's a
reserving our
protest, yeah,
judgment until later date. But behind the scene, they would have moved him,
yeah,
did
but
all of that arrangement, then breaking
no,
news.
they will.
No?
They may announce actually that he's moved out because the facility he's staying now is
The
Brentwood.
DSS,
So,
yeah,
yeah, so
the
they move
DSS
him to a better
facility. Go on.
they move him to a better facility, and then maybe before the New Year or Christmas. So he is going to, because he's seeking legitimacy uh, everywhere that he wants it. The man is confused. He's just confused, just going round and round
But
and
this is
round.
not his own fight now. He has no problem with
Mhm.
IPOB or a problem with Nnamdi Kanu. So it's just Buhari's fight, which he couldn't even win. Now the fight is
He took
done,
no,
cold. Mhm.
no. Obviously, he took over. Listen,
Okay,
Nnamdi
okay.
Kanu cannot be, because they wanted to break his spirit. You can't break the
Hmm.
spirit. If the man comes out now, he will start talking like a fella will say,
Like
"I'm
he was
basket
quiet.
mouth."
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, he is going to say. He is going to say. So if you think that releasing Nnamdi Kanu is going to buy his silence, he's just having a laugh. He had
He's
better
making a
go.
mistake. Buhari tried it. It didn't work. I trust
Didn't
me.
work.
It didn't work.
So he's not going to he's going to have more in his hands, that people that are going to put him under more pressure. See, the only thing he can do right now, Tinubu, and he would never ever do it, is just resign honorably. At least give it to the Boko Haram guy that we know is already Boko Haram, and then we know how we'll deal with that one. But he's not going to resign. He wants to die there. He's been seeking this thing on his CV
Make
to
I
be
tell
the
you
president.
something. I don't know if you have seen it. Oh,
Hmm.
sure, you guys saw
Hmm.
it. But because
Hmm.
we are living in a world where sometimes, right, all of us should tell ourselves that
Hmm.
words are very powerful. So you be careful how you use them. That's why on
Hmm.
my Egun's diary political, when I say things, I say, well, if I say anything that makes you or offends you, don't threaten me.
Hmm.
Just sue me for defamation. That's how it is done, okay? But because we
Hmm.
have this chat now, that's why I'm going to say this, okay? Somebody, I don't know if you have seen it. Somebody came
Hmm.
out, and this person with the name, I don't know if it's real or fake, but it's from northern
Hmm.
Nigeria, and he said
Hmm.
a president is going to die in January 2024 by plane crash. But he didn't say which president. So you know Nigerians now, for some reason,
Hmm.
people with dark art, you will say, and all that, they bombarded the place. Then people started mentioning the shitty man that you better be careful what you wish for. You see this the word that is the jihadist, Shekau.
Hmm.
Eh?
Hmm.
If that one finally take over Nigeria, that I mean,
Hmm.
now die with deal. Just because you mentioned it, that's why I'm saying it now. So you don't mind for the Shekau to
Hmm.
take over? I mean, if Kolu
Well,
resign and go away,
I'm,
Shekau
I'm
will
not,
take
I'm
over.
not I'm not saying that he or I don't mind, but what I'm trying to say is that
That you
even if
just want
Tinubu
Kolu
should
gone.
resign, or anything happens, we are now going to be dealing with
Yeah, whatever happens,
a
we will have to
terrorist,
deal with a
a
shitty man.
terrorist, a terrorist there. He's a terrorist. So Nigeria, they double wala. If I have to speak broken, we are in
That's what it is.
double.
Oh.
you're a real serious double walla,
Hmm.
That's just it. But the thing is, furthermore, my
Yes, sir.
what I believe is that I think there is fear in his heart. If you noticed the other day that he went to for this fake consulate to greet the people that were bombed and all that, did you notice his ABC was wearing a body armor? Do you notice? Go
I
and watch that video again.
didn't.
Go and watch, go and watch that video again.
Right, right.
And him himself, I'm sure he was wearing
Probably wearing
bulletproofs
one under his body.
under the body.
Hmm.
Yeah, because he doesn't know where the bullet is going to come.
Hmm.
He doesn't know. See, Bible, forget the people that come here and come to the comment section and say they're soldiers that they came to UK and all that. Forget all of these are fake people, fake ass people. They don't even know what is going on.
Hmm.
This guy is trembling in his pants. He doesn't know what is going to happen. He's not sure what is going to happen.
With the way things are
Anyway,
going, I will be worried.
yeah, anyway, Nnamdi Kanu is a good thing. It was a good fight. I mean, it's interesting to see how Simon Epa is going to pan out. He's going to pan out with Simon Epa. I'm sure Epa will not be a happy man anyway, but that's just Nigeria for you.
I think, see, Baba, I can tell how people feels from everywhere. You know why, personally, right? I have
Mm-hmm,
chosen to always
mm-hmm,
encourage everybody to what? Wait for Nnamdi Kanu to be out. Let that man be free and the rest. You know what I believe is that everything will
mm-hmm,
still take care of itself. Everybody plays their roles according to how they felt. But you see, the man they believe they are doing all this for, when he's finally out, right? That will be the moment
mm-hmm,
a lot of you can possibly hold on to your belief. I just wish we can tone that down. Like we don't
mm-hmm.
end up creating a possible division instead of the level of unification we expect under his control. You know what I mean? Like publicly.
The, prob- the problem we have always had in Nigeria is that some people are very greedy,
I
and
know it can be like that.
that is what we see with some the so-called fashion of IPOB right now, because it's just so silly. Your leader has been kidnapped. He's in the why start acting out and giving yourself titles that you're the prime minister? Listen, you shouldn't be it's so fixated with a title, with position and all that. All we're talking about is a freedom. That's what you should be fighting for. Nnamdi Kanu had never come out and say, "Listen, I'm going to be the president of Biafra." He has never said that.
He's not even
He just
interested.
wants
He
to.
said,
Yeah,
all I
he's not
want is
interested.
to that when the day comes, my
Exactly,
job is
exactly,
done and the Biafrans can choose their
exactly.
leaders. Mm,
Yeah, he just wants freedom for the Igbos first and for the rest of Nigeria. But this other guy it's just fixated. He wants to carry on. He's giving himself some titles and all that kind of thing. I'm not just impressed by
I
him.
know
I'm
you are
just
not
not impressed.
comfortable with that, but at the same time, Baba, I want us to keep that energy of seeing the man free
Mhm,
first. You get what I mean?
mhm, mhm,
Like a lot of people feel
mhm.
differently in a way, but the energy I want to keep is the energy that okay, whatever everybody has
No,
done or doing, the man they are doing it
no,
for when he's out,
if,
right? It's like what we say
yeah,
in
it's,
Yoruba, the akerebi.
mhm, mhm,
We show where to
mhm,
put the rope, the guard,
mhm,
right? We show where to put. So I will appreciate if all of us can actually maintain that. I've done that for years now. Remember, I've never come up here to start like because you know why I didn't. Let me tell you that now that you're on the phone, right? Not because I didn't see
mhm,
all everything going on, like where
mhm,
everybody just want to be right.
mhm,
Okay, a situation where a lot of people just want to be right or wrong. Okay, not what is right, and then what is wrong. So what I discovered is that
mhm,
if we use our energy with all our platforms that we have
mhm,
to go
mhm,
after one another like that, thinking we are trying to sort of fix any lapses or whatever in the whole struggle. What we are actually doing is that we are doing the job of our oppressors for them. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to
mhm,
fight us. They don't have to say anything about us. They don't even have to like, you know what I mean? We can do that for ourselves. So when we now destroy ourselves and then some are out of the way and all that, then our number shrinks. So which means we will never have a chance of facing them.
Well,
So
Michael, let me just correct something. I am
I'm not
not
I'm
attacking
open to
anybody.
correction. I'm talking about me. Why I chose to wait till the man is out himself.
Yeah, no, this is
Yeah, the
my
man,
own
Michael
thing.
is yours too, right?
I'm not a member of the
Of
IPOB.
course.
I'm not against the IPOB. All I am against is that you cannot go and kidnap a man. He hasn't done anything. The court has released him and all that. You still kept him, and look at all the utterances of Buhari. That is just so wrong. Tinubu is doing this. He wants to do this to get some political accolades from the east. He's not getting any jack. Rather, he's going to get more wala for
He's
himself.
actually going to exactly. Don't tell them, please. Don't
Uh-huh.
tell them. Let them
Yeah,
release him first. You get what I
it's
mean,
like,
right? You don't. They'll
mhm,
say, "Who go tell her now?" I say, "No, not you. Please don't."
mhm.
Okay. But thank you very much for your perspective. Okay, and your very much honesty as well. All right.
Okay,
Sometimes
thank
we
you.
need those bluntness as well, and you should expect other people to pick it up from where you said. I mean, what you have said so far, right? This is Mayegun's
Okay,
diary where all of them are here too. Well, thank you for that perspective, Baba.
thank you, brother.
You have a good one,
Okay,
okay?
okay,
Cheers, man.
okay.
So that's a caller there. Now, if you are still here, you too can be a caller. You can call in. All right. You can do all this respectfully. If you disagree with people, tell them I disagree with what you
Yeah.
said. Don't go vulgar. That is what we don't allow. Here. Hello there.
Michael, this is your guy, Adiola, speaking tonight.
Hey, Baba. How are you?
I'm very
So
well.
this
I'm very well.
conversation tonight pulled you out again. It must be
He
very,
pulled me
very
out.
important to you too. So, Baba.
No, he pulled me. I think the caption that actually pulled me out today is Tinubu begs Nigerian doctors abroad to return.
He's begging
You
all of
know,
you, including you, the accountant, too. Go back home.
I think I was having a conversation with one rich white guy. And I think I think late last year. He is into medical medical equipment, and he supplies Nigeria market, especially West Africa region, but its base is in Abuja. So we're just having a conversation, and he was just talking about stuff and stuff and stuff. I said to him, "Do you know what? Do you know what? I'll be fair and honest with you. The country is going to take a different turn. That was last year. I told him, come, you better look for you to exit it. You know, then I broke down the history of Nigeria to him. He was shocked. But the main thing here is that, you know, the leadership there do not understand the concept of mobility of labor. Labor is mobile. If you believe you're not getting paid the right wages in the area you are free to move. So what am I saying? I'm saying that Nigerian government is in direct competition with their own doctors on a global stage. Can you hear me?
I'm
So
with you.
it's because you don't have that knowledge or that wisdom to know that you're actually competing with someone, you are competing with America for a talent that can move the next day. So you don't understand that basic concept of mobility of labor. So it's not just doctors that are leaving. If you look at all the top 4 accounting firms in the world, and you look at the ones in Nigeria, the top 4 in Nigeria, the PwC and the Esther and the rest of them, you have a mass exodus of chartered accountants in Nigeria. They are now in Canada. A lot of them are in the UK. A lot of them are in the UK and Ireland. They've moved. Every day
You see
there's
that move,
depletion.
Adiola, that move you are talking
Yes, sir.
about actually affects so many banks in Nigeria where some of these tech boys who design some of their apps
Even the
left
investment bank is
without
already
waiting.
crying
They
now.
just left for all the better
The
jobs
investment
abroad.
bank is already
Now
crying.
they have no people to actually, enough people to handle them for some time, that the gap
Who
was
is going to
obvious.
handle anything? Investment bankers are moving. Even one guy that has a local investment bank in Nigeria is complaining of talent. That talents are fleeing. My gun, let us not deceive ourselves. The outcomes are predictable. So, the there's no need to be arguing. You know, when people start arguing and start talking rubbish, I can't understand that there's a veil in your eyes, that's covering you. If you keep on going a horrible direction, the end is predictable. The end of it is destruction. So let us not, if you're going to be arguing with someone, just leave them to, when you argue with a fool, the correction for a fool is the rod that they will flog him. So there's no point in arguing with a fool. But if it was a student of the scriptures, especially the Proverbs, it discourages you from arguing with people that are void of understanding. So if you don't have that clear direction, Nigeria, the way it is, when people start fleeing, there's a reason why people are fleeing. Michael, when birds are running away, sometimes when birds start flying away from a particular direction, and you're wondering why they're flying, it's because they can see impending doom already. So when you see people leaving Nigeria, a mass exodus, it tells you something. You have to ask, why are people leaving in
you have
droves?
No idea. People have no money to buy all these things anymore. They can't even
People are
afford
leaving
them.
every single day. And when people are living that way, it's telling you something. There's something, sometimes, like I'm answering Yoruba, what's that saying again? You don't have to say too much. Tó bá ti sọ fún, kò ní kó pariwo mọ́, tó bá ti dé ní ọ̀ṣẹ̀kìnní á di whole full story.
Adiola, you know what I told them, right? People like Mayegun, people like yourself, and every one of us who are seeing all these dangers and will never stop talking, right? Right where we are seated, right? If we see genuine moves, for example, they fix the electricity, fix and punish all these criminals who are looters and the rest of them. You see physical things that you can tell that if they continue this way, the trajectory of doom that they were taking the country to may actually be halted or redirected.
Yes.
Or you cannot be doing the same thing again and again that brought this so much ruins. And we can still see you doing them, plotting and planning for them next year. And you are telling people that they will recover. How is that possible? You're an accountant.
Baba Maigo, if you do something wrong and you leave Nigeria, anywhere you go, the consequences of your actions will follow you, irrespective of your location, irrespective of the space you are in. So if these people are in this particular trajectory whereby they are continuously looting the economy and there's not any visible impact that you are making, the end is predictable. There's no need to say, no, there's no point, because they don't understand mobility of labor, and you are done now begging doctors. More people are leaving, and more people will still leave, and the brain drain will still continue, because the people in leadership are just complete thieves, and there's no redemption for them until that thing breaks. See, I tell people, do you know what? A Tinubu's presidency is a necessary thing. Because when you say, Tinubu's that's not really shit, you keep on saying that rubbish, you need to know that on Kolo Mache, then your eye will now clear. It's painful, it's very painful, because we've been preaching this message many years.
Like a missed opportunity, isn't it?
We've been preaching this message for years. We've been preaching this message for years. But now that presidency has to happen for the end to come. That's what I believe, because tó bá sọ fún ọjọ́ ìgbàgbọ́ wà dákẹ́, tó bá wá taste, tó bá wá tọ́wò. No, we made a mistake. We should never have gone through this route.
Adiola.
That's how it is. Baba, may I leave am there. God bless you, sir.
You've done well.
Evening.
Thanks so much as well yourself for this. So let's go to the next caller. Now, listen, if you're still watching me and you haven't really paid your own offering, please do. Just like the podcast, that's all you have to do. Subscribe if you haven't already. Here is another caller. Hello there.
Good evening, MOG.
Yes, sir. How are you, brother?
Yes, my name is O Squared from Abuja.
Hey, O Square, I have you back again. The last time we spoke, I believe, a lot has happened after then, and every time I come to you, like say, "Oh my God, oh no." How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. Mayegun Overseer General. Where's MOG?
The MOG. God bless you, sir. It's good to have you again.
Yes, yes. Thank you for your efforts as always. Like one of the lady callers mentioned, you have been bringing to fore something different from the traditional journalism. And I think it's commendable because it makes us reason logically and rationally. Because a lot of us Nigerians don't reason rationally and locally and logically. We always put our trust in the gods, so to speak. Nigeria was created on a faulty foundation. There's something I need to correct, and I think to those viewers who really need to, if you want to understand Nigeria, you have to go to the historical pre-colonial roots of this establishment or contraption, right? There are other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria.
That's right.
Most times people think, oh, it's Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo.
No.
But no. And also the kind of system that the British left for Nigerians and other African countries, the colonial masters, they kind of glorified some ethnic groups over others. And then what happened is that some of the smaller ethnic groups will now have to go under the cover of the bigger ethnic groups, or and then what I'm pointing is that pre-colonial Africans lived in communal systems. This command and control system where everything goes to a capital and you share from the capital, it doesn't work for Africa. It will not work.
No.
Yeah, Kocheshi. So what we've lost, we've thrown the baby and the bathwater away because when the British came, they centralized by first of all defeating our monarchical systems and saying, "Come and sign treaty." That treaty now makes you under the whole Royal Niger Company, Wahala, and all that. And that is what has been perpetuated to date.
That's right.
So the military regimes came, perpetuated. So Nigerians have never really defined, and I'm talking of not outside Yoruba, I'm talking about ethnic nationalities. The only ethnic group that ever had a referendum, not a collection of ethnic nationalities, was the Midwest. They had a referendum.
They did.
And it's on record. So if today the Midwest says, look,
they want to do that to have their own Midwest region created for them.
To have the region out of the Western region, right? So correct. Correct. Remember that these things were created by the colonialists.
That's right.
They were not created by Nigerians for Nigerians, which is supposed to be what democracy is supposed to be about.
God bless you.
We've never, I think what came close to something that Nigerians wanted to create for Nigerians was in '63, the Republic or something they tried. Yes, but it was truncated because that command and control system where you centralize everything, it defeats two things. The way, you see, when you want to steal from somebody, you tell them, Paul, and put all your resources in one pot. It's difficult to steal when the resources are scattered. They are scattered in communities, and the communities in those days, there was no, in pre-colonial times, before we became educated and westernized, there was no unemployment in the villages. It was a taboo for a young man to wake up and not have a job. Let's go and research into our culture. Now, what we've done is, because we want to wear a shirt and a tie and work in an office, we left the community where, like in UK where you are, councils embark on strategic infrastructure projects.
Right.
Local government in Nigeria cannot embark on any strategic project. Why? They are designed to fail. Because the center must continue to control the resources of 774 local governments, which actually are your cell in your body is the strongest. If your cells are attacked, your body immune system is gone.
It's gone.
The cells in the body are like the communities. They are like the local governments are the cells of the body. So right now, we don't have local government autonomy. Local government does not control its resources. Everything must come to, that makes you bow to the center. That system of command and control, centralized, is what is still being practiced. That is why somebody can sit up and do nothing. I must commend you again, MOG, because a lot of people were depressed through the election period. I personally had expected all this 3 years ago.
I feel sorry for you because you made a statement that they never let count, unfortunately.
Yes, exactly. So the truth about it is that, a lot of people keep having hope. Now, my question is this.
Sir.
When you want to have hope, you have to go first to the foundation of what created your problem. That foundation is deep. It is when the colonial came, the strategy of the colonial masters, the Portuguese came and traded with kingdoms. They did not colonize.
No.
They traded. They were trading partners with the Benin, with the Shakiri. Go into history, the Portuguese played a very key role in trade. They even sent mercenaries to fight along the Benin Kingdom, expand it. They were business partners. The British came, were abolishing slave trade. But you know what? As we're abolishing slave trade, you need to sign treaty. We need to put your glove. Yes.
Colonialism,
so that system,
slave trade.
Thank you.
Oh dear.
Now,
go on.
Yes, they've granted independence, but the same method by which was used to colonize us are used by the military and the political class
to run the country that was supposed to be
yes free. Yeah, the same strategy. So once they know, once you give the power to the communities, and I mean communities, I mean the local government. Now it's difficult to classify people into, when you classify into tribes, you have a problem of people, and there's no inclusion. Because you see, when you say, if you go to a state like Adamawa State, there are over 50 different ethnic nationalities in that Adamawa Taraba axis.
Adamawa space alone.
Yes, if you go to Delta, you know, sometimes people look and when they, I'm not trying to cause confusion here, but sometimes when people say, oh, there's Igbo in Delta, it's confusing because you see a lot of those people who are speaking something similar to Igbo today, we are actually of Benin origin, and actually you have a tribe in the Delta called Olukumi. Olukumi are Yorubas, but they now speak Igbo and speak the Yoruba dialect on the side. So it's very complex when you want to now say, how do we carve out certain, but like I said before, the Midwest region, with foresight, have done a referendum in the past.
But do you know they cheated? They have managed to kind of try to abolish that by calling them North Central today, by forcing them to be North and North today.
So what you see now, right, is that it's still part of this experiment of whatever everybody is doing. They're trying to put the resources. Let's say you have yam growing in different parts. You have yam growing in Ibadan. You have yam growing in Borno. Let's put everything in one pot.
In the same pot. Yeah, we'll start sharing.
Yes, that is the problem. You know, when you do that, when you now want to share from that pot, a lot of people will not get as much as the others.
As well, and there's
so allow people to control. Yes. So allow people to control their yam where their yam is growing, and they can contribute a little to the center for the sake of let us see a little.
I know. Yeah. Thank you. I could spend the whole evening as usual.
Emoji. Well done.
Sir, that is the O square.
Yes.
You could go all square. You know when I'm going to enjoy myself more, when like people are saying that we should get Mayegun's Diary political more wider and all that. I pray that once I get what I want to get, a place I want to get for next year, right? And then I begin to set that up. People like yourself are going to be guest, speakers and all that on Mayegun's Diary on different topics. Because I mean, I am so blessed with so much resources here that I have to put all of this together for the use of our people.
I've been learning from you for a very long time, quietly.
I appreciate this.
All right, take care.
Okay?
Emoji. All right, bye-bye.
So that is, we need to manage that time, and a lot of you will love to speak tonight, okay? But one thing about Mayegun's Diary political, like I've told a lot of us many times, is that I will speak my mind. A lot of you will now begin to bring your own perspective from there. And these perspectives are coming from brilliant minds all over the world. Do you know how blessed I am to have you here with me? I have the Prince, by the way. Prince Jejeman. You there? Oh, bless Prince. So I think I didn't pick the call. And I actually thought I did. Good enough
yes,
that I looked again.
Am.
Prince Jejeman. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Baba.
Good evening,
my
sir.
Kanu, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Baba, nothing do you too much. You too much, Baba.
Thank you, the Prince.
Yeah, please, I call my people. I hear my people. I bet men I share, make na share.
Thank you.
We need to share this message. It's our message. If you believe in truth, you must share Mayegu program. You must share it. That should be the first thing we do in every program. Baba, respect,
Prince.
We always feel you. God will continue to bless you.
Amen.
You are consistent, and consistent is the key.
Thank you.
The key to freedom is consistency. Yeah. Yeah, tonight, Baba, I saw the headline and I saw our great leader, Nnamdi Kanu.
I had
I
to do a
saw him.
recap that way so that a lot of people can get up and can be up to date of what really
Exactly.
happened or what is going on before
Exactly.
they wake up tomorrow morning with their different propaganda and all of that stuff just to cover up another
Mhm.
lie. But here you are, Prince. Back me up.
Baba, God bless you.
Amen.
You see, with tonight, I want them to know that, one devilish thing that Nigeria did to the Biafrans and in extension to all Nigerians, because the thing that Nigeria is doing, all their aim to put the Biafrans down, is they also is affecting every Nigerian. The day they will liberate Biafrans, the whole Nigeria will have their freedom. You understand? Because there's one thing that Nigeria don't know. The Biafrans, the Igbos, their tentacles have spread all over Nigeria. They are the people that can go anywhere, live anywhere, build house, develop, and stay there. You understand? Even in the deepest part of
And they build
Sambisa.
schools, they build hospitals. Some of them even build, they kind of electrify their communities simply because their business, their homes are also in those communities. But unfortunately, it's not widely sort of respected. I'll do that. I'll say that respected. Go on, the Prince.
Is my ego somebody that hold somebody on the ground is holding himself. If you leave the person, you will have your freedom.
Hmm.
After the civil war, to make the Biafrans not to be relevant in life, they gave them £20.
Hmm.
The same people today, you have seen them spread everywhere. These are the people that if they build house, you will destroy. If they build market, you go there and set it ablaze. You understand? Still, you are not satisfied with the civil war. The civil war continues. My good general, one thing I want them to know is this. You see the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah? He has brought every history that Nigeria is hiding from us. It's like a word. His word are like a word written on marble today. Every Biafrans have now been emancipated from the mental slavery of Nigeria. Nigeria, they want us to remain in the mental slavery.
Mm-hmm.
That we will not know
They want you to
anything
live in that
about
fear. Hey,
our
you know what they will
culture.
do to you. You better be careful. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your head down. Oh, yeah, begin to pick the curtains. Now, the only thing they haven't to ask us to do now is to pick curtains like slaves. But they want us to do like this. Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, my ego. Do you know that I lived in Lagos 30 years? I told you before.
Yes.
My ego general, I'm telling you the truth, the honest truth. There was a time if you go to a place, you will be hiding you won't want to be identified as Igbo.
Hmm.
You understand? But now they cannot have removed all this mental slavery from us today. I'm very proud as a Biafra anywhere I go, anywhere in the world. Do you understand?
Yes.
They can no longer hide. You see, this thing now, as it is stand today, even if we die today, our children will come, and everything that Nana can have said is like a gospel about Nigeria, our history, our tradition. He have brought them back. We are no longer in the dark. That's one thing Nigeria
And I
should
think that
know.
is the threat. That is scary for those elites there.
We
That how could they let these people see the light?
exactly. Exactly. They don't want anybody to be visionary about their secrecy about Nigeria. You understand? That's the
They
reason
say you
why
they overrate yourselves, you they overvalue yourself. That means those who sees Igbos as people who are too proud, arrogant, and all of that, they might actually be people who secretly, right? Who secretly feels like they are bigger than every Igbo they see. There are people who have the mentality. mentality of
You know,
when you
you
see
know,
that person, they say, "Where are you from?" Oh, I'm from so and so. Oh, your people. Oh, that your people. So maybe those who complain that Igbos are arrogant are those who expected the Igbos to keep their heads down. Or seeing you not keeping your heads
yeah,
down makes them feel uncomfortable. Do you never think of that? I'm not Igbo,
my
so I don't know
ego.
how it feels.
Do you know what? Do you know why? Do you know why they behave like that?
Hmm.
They are behaving like that because they see you as somebody they give £20,
Hmm.
even if you're a billionaire. You understand? They want you to remain poor. They want you to remain in a slavery condition.
So that they
So
can say
whenever
the reason why you are poor is because you challenge them. Abi?
uh, so
Hmm.
exactly, so they want you always to remain. Your head to always remain bow to them. So when they see you now dancing as a human being,
So they
they
feel
kind
like,
of
how did you do that? Hmm.
who is this? Who is this? The person that will be relegated with £20. You understand?
That makes sense.
Eh?
Hmm.
That is the reason. So that is just the reason. That is the jealousy. So today, if they see Igbo man rising, they will say, they are arrogant. Because how
Yeah,
can you
he's so
give somebody?
arrogant. And
How
he's so
can you give
loud. They say
somebody?
Igbos are so loud. Even Igbos themselves will say, our brothers are so loud. I said, what is wrong in being loud? Is that criminal?
It, the people that they have conquered mentally. You
You know what I
understand?
mean? Like,
That's
what
the
is wrong if I want to be loud with my money or with my achievement or what have you? That's my business. Should you want me dead for that? Is
exactly. It
that a
has nothing
crime?
to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. If you
Hmm.
want to be loud on your own, you will be loud. You want to be silent, you'll be silent. It's your life. Abroad, everybody lives their life the way they want to live.
You
Nobody
know,
looks into another one issues.
so is that a
I
crime
getting
to
me?
be loud or something? Or
It's not.
to
It's not a crime. They just know that Igbo. That stigma of somebody conquered
Igbo.
somebody.
Look at them. I
Eh?
mean, even if you have make it, you shouldn't be announcing it, like you are supposed to remain humble. You are supposed to remain down. You are supposed to appear
As
like you are poor. Now I get it.
as
Prince.
exactly. That is it. So my ego,
Hmm.
I wanted to know that be with us and then Nnamdi Kanu today. They cannot judge the truth. Nnamdi Kanu word is a word written on marble. Throughout the whole, do you know that countries comes to get the message of Nnamdi Kanu and use it, to develop their places. But Nigeria
Of
don't
course.
value anything important.
I know.
Are you getting me?
I'm with you.
Secondly, my ego, you see the main problem that Nigeria have, no,
Hmm.
is Nigerian military. You
Hmm.
know that Nigerian military, yes, the Nigerian military, Boko Haram have infiltrated it for long.
Hmm.
It's just of recent that we are seeing they started doing when Buhari came in. Buhari just overlook anything called federal character.
I
He
know.
was doing it. He brought everything to light. They were doing everything secretly. I
About
getting me
senior
before
military
because
officials. See, senior
yeah,
military officials. Eh?
do you know
In the
that? Do you
military.
know
Oh,
that?
I'm gone, no
Do you
prince.
know?
So this one, I want to say
Okay.
this one so that you can help me add that too, okay? Senior
Yes,
military
Baba.
officers, right? Because they are
Yeah.
Igbos
Mm.
and they are supposed to become the chief of staff. You remember this now? Bokwari had to
Yeah.
retire about 14 people just to make Buratai the butcher. I mean, sorry, not Buratai. That guy who came after Buratai just to make him the chief of army staff. You remember that time?
The
Retired all
one
of
that
them, all
died.
the Igbos, all the retired everybody. Come push that guy.
Yeah.
The guy ended up they ended up killing the guy in
Yeah.
a helicopter
Crash.
crash. Remember?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I
Talking
remember.
about the Igbos being pushed out of it. Go on, Prince. You have about 2 minutes more.
Yeah. Thank you. So that is part of the terrorism I'm talking about.
Hmm.
You see, Mayegu, do you know that 1999 Constitution, eh, is a terrorism against the Nigerian state?
100%.
Are you getting me? These are the terrorists in the army that sat down Abu Salam, who now, even during the election, they will call him to come and be a peacemaker. A terrorist
Mm-hmm.
that wrote 1999 Constitution that put everybody in this state that going back, you are not going. Coming front, you are not coming.
Hmm.
And now, when these politicians came in, they saw that the constitution that he gives them they
And they took advantage of it. If now you call, they go say,
I'm I am telling you. You know my ego. I used to tell somebody. Somebody asked me, my Prince Jeje man, how these people they do the school abroad? Why are they behaving like they don't they see train walking everything network of trains to every cities? And why are they behaving? I told them, look, a criminal is a criminal, no matter how educated he is. High sense is not. High education can never be
it's
high
not
sense.
high sense. So,
You
especially when you
understand?
have greed and selfishness, no education can defeat that. Can't be a big
At
God plus that
all.
one. You are finished. And only Nigeria.
So,
It's only in Nigeria you can exist and function and get rewarded.
So my ego is here, the military. Why Nigeria can never function or work as in the progressive nation is because the military that is in charge of the territorial integrity are terrorists by themselves. You understand? So how can the country move forward? Because they are the one that is backing up all these
Of course.
terrorist politicians to put the people down. They came to Lekki toll gate openly. They killed people. They killed. There's more than 1,000. They carried them away. You understand? And they denied it
They
today.
denied though.
Eh?
Took their bodies though.
That answers. And that after that, people spirit were down. Is it not what Turumbu is the one that sanctioned it because he wants the presidency at all costs? Eh? He said by his own mouth, Aloron Wasimbe, who sent
What were
them
they
to go
doing
to that
there?
local
They
game.
also have a case to
Are you
answer.
getting me?
See,
Eh?
Prince Jejeman, I
God
am
bless
kind
you,
of
Baba.
going to bed tonight, hoping that my day and our days will be brightened up tomorrow. Maybe for the
Sure.
first time in a long time, somebody can say, well, their justice, the judiciary, maybe, well, I think they kind of got one right. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. Okay. And I'm not looking forward to their stories or excuses, even though we know they never run out of them. But Prince Jejeman,
If they don't free Nnamdi Kanu, they are the one. The whole world we know they are creating insecurity for themselves and for
intentionally.
Nigerians.
Okay.
You understand?
Thank you, the
So
Prince.
thank you so much, my good
Yeah,
general.
we will
God
draw
bless
the
you.
curtains here. Okay, thank you so much
Yeah.
for all you do, and I hope everything, as we are all hoping, comes back in praise tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, and we are protesting tomorrow in central London.
Oh, please send me some of
We're
the
gonna be
clips.
there.
Okay, send them to
Yeah,
me before.
live
I
and
hope you are
direct.
done by then, before 6 p.m. If I have them before 6, I could use them
Sure,
tomorrow just to share
sure,
and
sure,
appreciate everyone that's coming out tomorrow. Do you want to tell everyone about
sure.
it? By the way, like maybe use this medium. Tell
Yeah,
them quickly.
yeah. We are coming out. All IPOB member and all lovers of freedom. Everyone is coming out tomorrow at Central London, Downing Street, and we are marching also to Nigerian House.
Okay.
In solidarity with our great leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They
God
have
bless
no
you.
other option than to free him. Without that, they are creating insecurity for Nigeria,
God
and
bless you,
that
man.
is
And what
where we
time would that
stand.
be?
From 10 a.m. in the morning, tomorrow, 15th of December, 2023.
10 a.m. in the
Thank you
morning.
so
And
much.
do you
10
are
a.m.
you comfortable sharing a contact? Like who should they call? Who should they talk to for those who are interested and all that? There's
Oh
a platform
no,
for that.
no! Once they come to Downing Street in the
Downing
morning, we are
Street,
gathering there
10
by
a.m.
10
Okay.
a.m. Yeah, 10
The
a.m. in the
earlier the
morning.
better as well. Thank you, Prince.
Yeah,
Okay. All the best.
yeah, yeah. Welcome, sir.
You
Thank
have a
you
good
so
one and good
much.
night.
Good
Yeah.
night, eh?
Yes, sir. So that's Prince JJ Man wrapping it up for us tonight. Okay. I want to say thank you to every one of us as usual. Tomorrow is another day, and I really, 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 really want it to be a great day. And part of what will make it a great day is to see an innocent man freed as he should be. Okay? That will make it a great day. My 40th birthday is next month. 30th of January it is. Now I'm stuck between doing my birthday because I actually want to have a party. I really want to. But I've not made up my mind, by the way, okay? I want to have a party. And just this morning, right? Somehow, after speaking about it with Agbeke last night, right? I just felt like, What's it going to be like if one of the news I'm going to take into 2024 is the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And I mean this. I do mean this. And one of the things I also wishes for is that when he's freed and released, from the bottom of my own heart and in there, right there, go, right? That could be my best birthday gift. And I'm not asking for it from Nigeria or Tifnubu or anybody. I'm just asking justice to prevail. Then maybe I can begin to plan for my birthday, for real. And all the arts that have been aching and praying that an innocent man shouldn't die in the custody of the wicked criminals, because they have the power to. I also hope tomorrow will be the healing time, or the start of the healing for those who have been subjected to that, the trauma. Even thinking about it alone, it may not mean much to you. I can tell you, the illegal abduction and the incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu means more to so many people, including myself. So we're all looking forward to tomorrow. Okay? And they should. If that's going to be the first thing and the only thing they will do right in their lives. Let an innocent man go. Unconditionally. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe and take it easy. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀.